Voting for the 2017 Legacy Awards has concluded, and the recipient for having turned in the most outstanding single-game performance this year, Reid Miller, quarterback, Northwestern Oklahoma State, as they won a Week 1 shootout with UAM. Reid joins us here. Reid, back to that first week of September and that great game with Monticello.
It was definitely something that was one of the most high-scoring games I've probably ever played in, and there wasn't a whole lot of defense going on either way, and it was really, as an offensive guy, it was a lot of fun. I think putting up points and throwing touchdowns and come down to the last second, that's kind of what, as a quarterback and an offensive player, it's kind of what you look forward to. So it was one of probably my favorite game in college, but at the same time, it also makes you a little nervous and hate that it had to come to that.
Yeah, and it was a game where you guys had jumped out to pretty sizable lead, but UAM came back on you and forced you into those, having to drive the field the end of the game. Was there any point where you thought you guys had scored enough points, or you knowing that it was going to probably come down to that last drive?
I think at a certain point it kind of was almost like, well, maybe we have, but those guys have some guys on offense over there with their quarterback. They have those couple receivers with Tolliver and with Sears, a quarterback. Those guys they have something there that a lot of people kind of overlook, I think, in Monticello. And that's one of those things I never wanted to get too comfortable, because I know they can put up points in a hurry, because I've seen them do it to us before, and I've seen on film they can do it, and I just knew that they had something special over there, that they could put up points in a hurry if they needed to.
Yeah, and pulling up the box score here, they scored 35 alone in the fourth quarter and giving you just, they tied up with under a minute to go, but that probably was more than enough time for you guys when you got the ball. What was the I assume you thought you still had enough time, didn't you?
Well, I didn't throw a touchdown at all in the fourth quarter, and then the way they were running coming back was like, well, the way we've played all game, 40 seconds is more than enough, I think, but the way this fourth quarter's gone, I don't know. It was kind of a thing that, I think we completed the first two passes of that drive and ended up on the other side of the 50, and right then I was kind of like, all right, we might have a chance here to do something.
And then you get them down, you get yourself down, almost you're able to go ahead and even score a touchdown. You had down at the goal line, or down to the goal line, you get you come off the field to let Blangish had a field goal. Feeling confident in him that he's gonna knock that one through?
Well, actually, he wasn't even supposed to be our starting kicker that week, and then he had hit a couple field goals in practice, and it was like, okay, I've seen him do it, but I think at that point, I almost wanted that last touchdown because it was almost a for sure thing. And if Riley Hess happens to watch this, he's going to hate me saying that, but I always tell him he dropped it, even though it was going to have to be a spectacular catch. I always tell him he dropped it and hurt me from throwing 8 touchdowns. That's what we needed to win the game.
we may or may not pull up that clip right here as we're conducting the interview, just to make him feel really good about it.
Right. But yeah, Blaine, I had a lot of faith in Blaine at that point. It was it got to a good spot on the field. I felt really comfortable with it, and I've seen him make it 100 times, but I think at that point it's always a little nerve-wracking to win a game.
Yeah, just to come out ahead of a shootout like that, it's got to be good. But just imagine having gone through a duel like that with Cole. Did you catch up with him after the end of the game to say anything to him?
I think when you walk into the handshake line, I told him, I'm like, there's nothing that's an impressive performance he put up on his end. There's nothing he could do. But really, I think he did just about all he could to get a chance. And I think he came down to just had the ball last, and I got lucky enough to have the ball last. And the guys I had surrounding me and the way they played that night, it was definitely ended up being a great way to start the season, to kind of get our foot out there, and then offensively kind of like, oh, this is kind of what we're capable of. But these guys, they gave us a run for our money, and it was kind of really fun to be a part of. And the way he played, he's still got a couple years left, and he's going to be something pretty impressive for this conference. And that day really kind of showed me that he's got something special.
Yeah, it was something as we, on our end at the conference office, looking at the player leagues, like, can I give out both quarterbacks in that game because they were far and away the two best performances, or you probably should just let the.
Oh, it did. I think if I'd had that game, I'd have been more than content with the game he had. He threw 6 touchdowns, 500 yards.
6 and 520. Yep.
He had way more total yards than me because of the rushing the ball. But that game was impressive on both ends. I think, especially for him watching it from the sidelines. I hate it had to be against us. If I'd been watching it against anybody else, I'd have loved it. But against us, I'm like, geez, can you throw an incompletion in the second half, please?
What is that like? I'm sure you're trying to empathize with the defense when you're seeing whether it's him or going back to days when you faced against some of the elite quarterbacks this league has produced. Even back, I think you probably faced Kevin Rogers and them and some of the good SAU teams.
I played against a couple. I had Kevin Rogers, a freshman, and then there's everybody. There's just guys who've been all throughout the league. I mean, what's Barrett Renner, and then everybody, Cole. There's been guys. All these guys from East Central, they've had a couple since I've been there. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I think I just kind of have to realize that I got to do what I have to do to help our defense out, because some of these guys, they can do all they can do, but these guys are going to make plays, and it's going to be the way this league's set up. Teams are just catching up to each other and get better and better, and it was ultimately kind of thing that, well, the defense, y'all do what you do, and these guys are just good. Like, it's not all you. Like, these guys are really good, and I just kind of had to go out there and do my job and make sure that I was giving us the best chance to be in games that I could do.
Well, last thing before we wrap up here is that with all the the awards here for the Legacy Awards being done online through social media, certainly it was a loud Ranger effort to get you to take home this award. We'll let you give this chance now to shout out the people that may have retweeted or made sure to encourage them to go to our site and vote. So the floor is yours to issue out some thank yous, and don't leave anybody out.
Well, thank everybody. I think there's a lot of my family, my friends back home, people like that, and everybody at Northwestern. They've been this way towards me since I've been here. They've always been real good to me, supported me, and just always wanted the best for everybody at Northwestern. And so to me, it was just another big thank you to them, and I'm really honored to win something for this conference. Just with all these other great performances that I was up against, it's made me feel really good that people thought I deserved it. So.
Well, Reid, again, it was part of a fantastic week one showdown there you had with UAM there, with you and Cole going back and forth, I think over 1,000 yards of passing and a 59-56 win. But congratulations on this award here, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's an honor. I appreciate it.